Back in the Pro Stock motorcycle pits. Look at this. Crybaby formula, boxing gloves, a pacifier. Well, back in Pro Stock motorcycle, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of tension in between some of the teams there. And we'll document that in a little bit for you. I think you'll find it interesting. That's not the only place, though. Over at DSR, Jack Beckman apparently said something a week or so ago, and that got Matt Hagan mad.
He had said some stuff that I took as disrespectful and, basically a slant at the run. Being a grown man that I am and a grown man that he is, I felt like I needed to sit him down and me and him talk and just kind of tell each other how we felt, how I felt anyway. He just said that we weren't the first to do it, and he said other guys had run it in a quarter mile, and I guess didn't take into consideration that back then they were about 150 pounds lighter, no blower restriction, no nitro restriction, and a different tire. So I felt like what we did out there was legit. I just wanted to touch base with the guy and look him in the eyes and tell him, look, dude, sometimes you just got to check yourself.
I thought it was a done deal, and I think when Ron went on TV, it kind of reopened a can of worms that wasn't there anymore. Hopefully Matt's comfortable with it. I'm comfortable with it. We're going to go race our car and try to get some wins.
Anybody that knows Jack, there's a reason why you love him, but there's also a reason sometimes you shake your head when he walks away, because he says stuff and he's got this brain that sends these facts and stuff out, and he just doesn't have the right timing sometimes.
So a little attitude over at DSR? Absolutely, but look at what you're looking at. You're looking at competitiveness, no question about that. You're looking at conflict. Well, that's what drag racing is all about. And you're looking at some anger, of course. But most of all, what you're seeing is passion, because these guys care so much, and this championship and each and every race is so important. But what does that do for the team concept?
Well, as far as drivers just not getting along within the team, I don't think that's any problem. Like you said, you want that competitive fire from your drivers. Now, the issue could be if that spreads to the crew chiefs, because you have to have that relationship between your driver and crew chiefs. And if that spreads, that can become like a cancer that can destroy a whole team. As far as just the drivers, they're just whining a little bit. Send them back to their motor coaches and let them eat some cake.
So how does the boss feel about all this? We go to John Kernan.
Talking about the drama in the Don Schumacher Racing funny car pits. Well, let's go to the man himself to see how he took care of it. And Don, how did you take care of the drama that we saw unfold here?
Well, I've talked and texted all three of the funny car drivers that seem to be involved in it, but it doesn't accomplish much of anything. I mean, they're all three very intense guys. All three of them are in the hunt for this world championship. All three of them are going to kick each other in the shins and try to get into their heads if they can. And it's going to go on. They're not going to get out there and fist fight and do stupid things, but they are all intense, and they're going to go after each other. And if they can come up with any little idea that's going to get into the other guy's head, they're going to do it, and it's going to continue on.
So you don't mind if they're not all huggy, hunky-dory friends and all that?
Well, I wish it was different, but you can't change an individual's personality. Each one of them have different personalities. Matt is very intense. Ron Capps loves everybody out here. Everybody loves him. Jack Beckman is a historian. He knows a lot of things about the sport that I don't even think about, and he'll get underneath people's skins. He got a little bit underneath Matt's skin, right or wrong, and he didn't do it intentionally in his mind. But what goes on in the back of all of our minds when we're in a pressure situation like these three guys are, they say and they do things that may irritate the other guy, and it may not be intentional on their part at that time, but really it probably is a little bit of pushing, and that's the way it goes. I mean, Jack is a historian, and I welcome them battling each other. I don't choose who's going to do what in this world championship. It's a war out there between my team and Force's team and Cruz's car, and the best man is going to win this deal, and it's going to go down to probably Pomona. And I'll let my guys tangle however they want to tangle verbally. They're not going to get into it physically, I can tell you that.